What's going on, pros and average Joes? My name's RedBeard, aka Travis. Thanks for tuning into another video. I've got my Canadian swag on. Shout out Simon from High Strung Lacrosse, Canada. Now, these are the Maximum Lacrosse version 2 box lacrosse goalie gloves, and I'm doing a full comprehensive review for you today and what you need to know about these gloves, pros and cons. Okay, so let's see if these are the gloves for you. Now, if you don't know, Maximum Lacrosse, Canadian-based company, specializes in box lacrosse protective gear for players and goaltenders, and this is their bread and butter. Now, if you're familiar with their previous version, we're going to call it the V1, this is going to be the V2. There was no long cuff. The new addition of the long cuff is going to help stop those stingers hitting your wrists and your forearms and finding those creases that just don't make you feel good when they hit you. So that long cuff is very nice for that protection. Some of the other things you're noticing is the material that the glove is made out of. They've totally gotten rid of that faux leather combination and gone to like this fabric style hockey glove kind of fabric, which should help with protection and breathability, and as well as you know, the longevity of the glove itself, and stop from tearing or ripping or whatever else might have you. And you know what, just take care of your gloves too. I mean, if your gloves are really getting that beat up and you're not taking that many shots and they're getting torn up, there's something wrong and you need to fix yourself. So getting back to the glove and not your antics, I'm going to talk about this crease going across the hands right here and the thumb. So when you stick your hand into the glove, my fingers, I mean, I have super huge fingers, and you know, my fingers come all the way to the tops of each finger hole, which is great because now I can fully manipulate the glove itself, and I can move this thumb around a decent amount to be able to manipulate my stick any way I need to. Now, being able to close my hand all the way this way, you're going to notice these creases are going to come into play. Alright, you can see that actually folds over and is allowing me to totally and fully, if I'm going to turn this way, you see it turn? Alright, flat, and it turns over when I close my pinky over. So there's no resistance when I'm trying to manipulate or go for a save or reach out with my stick to make it clear or whatever else. It's going to move with me, it's going to move with my hand, it's going to go where I want it to go, which is great. And on top of that, this thumb here is one solid piece. It's nice and hard. You're able to move it but still protect your hand the way it needs to be protected. And it's a nice short thumb, so there's no nicking the stick on the side of this trying to reach out or switch hands, or you know, get your offhand onto the stick to get a quick outlet out. So that's really nice and something I really do enjoy. And then I've got this nice flat piece of padding here, so that when you are in your stance like this, you've got this full coverage over your stick, as well as sideways when you're covering your off stick side. Going to the back of the glove, you can see some additional padding here right above the wrist. You can look inside the glove there. Pull this tag out of the way for you. You know what, I'm just gonna grab the other glove so you can see all the way down inside the glove there. Really nice feeling leather and additional padding. Something that they've done that other companies haven't is that they've sewn the comfort padding or that liner directly into the glove itself, so it's not gonna, you know, flip out on you or get all nasty and sweaty and grimy and roll over or fold while your hand's in the glove, which I've found in other brands. And another thing they've adopted and added this year, or to this model, is this strap. And that gives you the ability just to tighten and loosen this palm. And what that does is that to get this over your pads, you can loosen this up a bit, so you got a little more wiggle room in your glove itself. I do like having this one a little bit looser. I'm sorry, this is my offhand. I like having this offhand a little bit tighter. I can just loosen this for the video, so that when I don't have my stick on, when I'm not holding my stick, my glove stays on nice and tight. I don't have to, you know, try to hold it with my fingers from falling off, or, you know, a shot comes and it goes shooting off. So taking a couple shots off the hands the thing's not slipping or moving anywhere, which is great to see and something I'm very keen on. And going towards the stick hand, I'll end up loosening this up and being able to manipulate that hand a little bit farther down and move around, which is something, again, I'm very keen on. And that option is just something that you can now do yourself and find that sweet spot for you. One thing that I wish, or one little con that I'm not, maybe it's because I'm not used to it, is I wish this cuff was a little bit forward. Alright, so when I'm in my stance and I go to grab my stick or reach out and move my stick, this cuff tends to want to stop here, and then I can't reach my hand back a little bit farther than I want to. The manipulation of it going vertically is a little bit more resistant any other way. And that's the only con that I can think of. Super protective. It's at a very competitive price if you're trying to get into the game or just want a very nice pair of gloves. They're very fairly priced and something that I think you all should check out. So that's it for the Maximum V2 box goalie gloves. Go check them out on Instagram and their website, Twitter, all that jazz will be in the description down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about the gloves, just from this review alone or something that you've heard about these gloves through the grapevine. Appreciate you tuning in, and as always, hope to see you out there.